Alright, checking in with Mike Les. Alright, made it back to the garage, people. Unfinished business with Renzo. Right, so what I'm doing today, right, which I want to talk about something first. So actually, I actually caught a little leak in the caliper on this side. Right here, I noticed every time I go underneath the car, I was looking at the wheel, so I noticed the wheel was kind of like wet and dirty. So I'm like, damn, something going on. So right, every time I go underneath the car, I seen like something orange, right, which y'all know my coolant is orange by the caliper. So I thought I had like something was leaking from up here to down there, whatever. So now, the other day I was like, you know what, let me take this wheel out, let me take the caliper out, and let me investigate, look and see what's going on. So the bottom piston of the caliper was wet. So I'm like, okay. And then, again, right, I noticed, right, the brake fluid was almost down to minimum. So you know what I did? I bought a bottle of brake fluid. That was before I even checked anything, right? And I just did like a little swap with the dirty oil, whatever. I ain't record that, people, right? But then after I did, that, whatever, I checked that and I noticed I got a leak. So what I did, I just, everything OEM. I went online and whatever, and basically ordered a new caliper from GM, which they still got new calipers available for Renzo. So I ordered only one, the passenger side, but then they charged me a $40 core, which I gotta see now if it makes sense. If they charging me for shipping, because I think the part is coming from Arizona, if they charging me for shipping to get back $40, I ain't sending it back, because it don't make no damn sense, because just the weight of the caliper just to go to Arizona. But if they send me a prepaid shipping label, then that boy is going right back. But other than that, let me jump right into this video. So what I'm gonna be doing today, I'm gonna be swapping out the power steering fluid once again, right? And I will be using today ACDelco. So I went OEM this time on the power steering fluid for Renzo. The one I used before was just some generic AutoZone brand. So now, this is the correct thing to use in the vehicle like it came out from the dealer. So basically, I got an OEM power steering fluid. So what I'm gonna do, I could have used, I got an extractor. I basically could have used an extractor and extract the fluid out, but I decided I'm gonna use a good old, they call it what? The baster. Some people call it the turkey baster, like they baking the turkey. So I'm just gonna use the old school baster at the moment to basically do this job. So see what I got here? I got a measuring cup. I got a turkey baster, which is real good, and I actually use it to pull out some of the dirty brake fluid out of Renzo and put some clean in there. But as I said, I got a potential leak. So what happened? I filled it up to the top because I'm still gonna be moving and grooving with Renzo, and basically, it's gonna, some of it's gonna be coming out, but it's it's gonna do what it do. But just to let y'all know, it's full, and I'm still gonna do what I do because it still was doing what it was doing before. All right, so let's see how this works. So let's hook this on right here. Right. Let's put it right here for now, people. I just want to basically just, this is like nothing like new or nothing like that. And this thing actually looks low. Like I think I could have had more power steering fluid in here. I don't know why it's low, because I guess when I did it from the first time, it was just low. So, let me just, I put my thing here, and this is, you know what power steering fluid is in this, people? I think I bought, I think Royal Purple. Did I use Royal Purple? I think it was Royal Purple I actually used. I mean, as I said, I should have used the extractor, but the only thing with the extractor is just, I gotta, you know what I gotta do, put it to the battery, and I gotta do all this and that, and I ain't feel like doing all that right now. So I was like, you know what, let me just, let me do this, F it, and Basically, I'll show y'all the same thing. I don't know how much is gonna come out because let me actually be careful here because I don't want this thing to, I know it's like hanging on the rim. Like I don't want it to like, you know, like fall on me or something. Let me see if it could seat down somewhere down here. Will it? Yeah, actually it'll sit right here, cool. Easy peasy, right? No problem, it's chilling. Yeah, so I'm gonna do it like that. Yeah, so this thing don't look, I think I like shorted myself with power steering fluid. Power steering, I mean, like it was starving a little bit. Cause it looked a little bit low. It's like, it's kind of like, how much power steering do you put in the bottle? Like, I don't see like a, well, I guess you have to, you know, basically check with the dipstick. But they should have had it where they have a mark like the, you know, the coolant bottle, the coolant reserve bottle. Basically, they should have something like that where you can actually check it. But hold on, I'm gonna tap back in with y'all 1 second. Yeah, alright, so yeah, I was saying they should have had something where we're getting down to the nitty gritty here with this. I wonder how much of this I'm gonna get out. But it still look clean. It's clean as hell. It's not like it's dirty and it look it's brown or something. When I took it out the first time, it was brown. When I tell you it was brown. Like, if I go back into that video, this joint was brown. This joint is clean. When I tell you this is clean, this is clean. And y'all can see it. It's fresh. It looked like transmission fluid. Clean. So we just gotta do it one more time for the grind. Because I just wanna I wanna try the Delco joint. Even though I'm just saying like this is maybe good and ain't saying like it's bad, it failed. I just wanted to just try Delco. And as I said, I recall if I go back, I have to go back into my video. I think this is I don't know if it's royal purple or what the hell I use. I forgot what I use for the power steering, or I use some just AutoZone joint. I don't remember. I have to go back and check to see what I use. But I'm gonna get as much as I can out. And the base is doing what it's doing. As I said, just taking a little bit longer. You know, if I had used a strap, then maybe it would have this like did what I did real quick. And let's see. Guess we almost at that limit. I could see metal inside the bottle. This basically almost there. See, there's very little more I gotta get out. Let's see if I get one more. I said with the strap, I maybe would have pulled out a little bit more, but I think I'm satisfied with what I'm saying. I'm satisfied with the color, definitely. That's always a good look when you have, you know, you do an oil swap or something, and the results of the fluid is a satisfying, great color. You know, that's always a blessing in the vehicle, people. Always. All right. So let's get this right here, and y'all already know the charger went dead again on me. So you know I gotta you know what I gotta do on that. So let me see in terms of cups. This says 1 1/2 cups, and it said this is 350 liters, and it says cups and ounces. So cups and ounces. So we at 12 ounces, right? So this is 12 ounces I took out, right? Which I believe is basically more, and this is 16 ounces, right? So basically, it's going to take the whole bottle because it should, I believe it should have had 16 ounces, right? Which this is 12. I took out because I did tell y'all it looked a little bit, it looked like it could have used some more. It really looked a little low. So I think I'm gonna go forth. I have this new, which we're gonna use it maybe now. Let me find my key. This new funnel, right, that I purchased. I guess I'm gonna put it to use right now. This right here, I paid $7 for it. So I'm actually gonna put it to use because it has the it basically has the measurement, right? So I'm gonna put that on the stand real quick so I could get all of this stuff together, and then we just gonna do a quick bottle measurement of what's going on here, right? So this right here, I bought in AutoZone. It looked cool. It looked cool for little things like this, power steering and brake and stuff like that. But the only thing I don't like about it is, I'm gonna show y'all. It comes with a tube, which is cool, right? But it don't like have something to like secure it. Like, all right, so this goes in here, which is another cool thing. And it has a feature. Oh man, did I break something here? It has a feature where you can open it, unlock it. No, this is tightens it. Right here in the bottom, you could basically, let me make sure this is tight, people. You could, if it worked now. All right, basically you could open it and lock it. So like if I put the fluid in here now, which I use it in another video, right? You could pour it in here and then you could have it. But what I'm saying, like you put it in here, right? You gotta hold it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, I don't want to hold it. I want to have it where it's here. You know, like a regular funnel, you put it in here and it's like, it's stable. So like this, I mean, it's cool. It got a cap, right? You put it here, but now it's like, you gotta see, and this actually came out. Like I just made a mistake and I took it out, and now we're just like trying to come out on them. But yeah, so like, see it here, cool. So now, I guess I put the fluid in and I have to actually hold it and like twist it and do all this, and this keep on coming out. This is a no-go already. Like I made a mistake and I did something, and it's just like now this is like just slipping out of like what it's supposed to do. Like why is it doing that? And this basically unscrews it. It got a washer inside of it. So, all right, so I want to put it, so the closed position, as it said, turn into the right, right? So, let's see how this, so I said this is, I don't know if this was a good idea. So now, like, For some reason, oh, look at this, it came out. That's what I'm telling you, like something is just, it just got corny all of a sudden. Like I broke it or something. I did something with it, because something happened here. But the O-ring came out. Like, $7, people, that's what I was saying. Like, let me see what's going on here with this. Something just happened here. And I don't know what just happened. And I ain't in the mood for it right now. I'm trying to demonstrate my $7 spent. So now this is the O-ring. Let me see how I could get this, my $7 back together here. I don't appreciate this. So, let me see, basically I think this is not going back the way. Alright, so hopefully it did what it did. Alright, so, but the top part keep on coming out. That's my issue. So this is functionable, but see this part here? Like something happened here. With this thing supposed to like hook into the groove, but like it's not staying. Like, I think it's supposed to go into like one of these little, but this goes in there correctly. I think like this is supposed to, cheap ass thing, people. This, see, as soon as I go up, it pulls it down. Not worth the money, people. Not worth the money. So let me just keep it, which is popping out. The helly. Let me take this out and see something. See if I can fix this thing real quick. So, what is going on here? So this looks like it came out of somewhere. Like this supposed to be hooked on somewhere. Let me see. Okay. So, what is going on here, partner? So I'm gonna put it in here. It's supposed to do what it do. I don't know. This ain't not the ideal thing for me right now, people. So I think the smart funnel is a dub. It's not working, it's sliding out. So you know I'm gonna go on. See, not intend to work the way. Wasted $7, people. Wasted $7 on a what? It's not, the contraption is not working correctly. See, the O-ring came out. O-ring is supposed to help. It's not working properly. Let's see. Alright, well, it was nice looking at it, but alright, let me see if I still could basically not use it. Let me get my other funnel. Let me get the old school funnel, people. Try to be a little cute with my new funnel, but I gotta go back to my old funnel. Haha, good reliable funnel. So, alright, y'all already know the vibes, ACDelco. So this is, as I said, 16 ounces. Let's crack this open. Back the camera up a little bit because we had a minor difficulty. And the color of this fluid is actually, I don't know. Alright, let me grab the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's get to business. So now let me start to dump basically the power steering fluid in here, and it's clear. There's no color. So I ain't pouring everything. I'm gonna look at it to see exactly where it's at. Cause I took out 12, which I know I'm gonna take the whole 16 anyway. But look okay. And do I need the funnel again? Yes, I do. So more than likely, I'm putting the whole 16 in there, people. As I said, because it was, if this is true to what it said, I should have actually measured it with that corny ass funnel I had. But true to 16 look good. So at the top, it looks real good. So I'm satisfied with what I see. It's still a little mixed in with the old one, of course. But it's 100%. The new fluid is 100% clear. And put the funnel back. A little bit of brake fluid, a little bit of power steering fluid here. I try to actually, y'all wasn't here on camera with me. I try to actually use that funnel, new one, because I kind of got it together and it did a okie doke, it malfunctioned again. So a little bit of brake fluid kind of fell. And you know, I hate, you know, when like some oil falls somewhere, it's like now you're trying to get it all up, and because you don't want to see it, and that's how I am right now, like a little bit, like just lead down, and I'm like, you know, like after you already kind of got everything clean in your vehicle, it's like an oil spill, like God darn it. So alright, that was a light mod. So now y'all know what was done there. As I can see, still look good. It's not brown, it's red. As I said, I forgot what bottle I used. I will have to go back into my video to see. This is a brand new cap I had got, and this is basically all done, all in there. This was about, I think I paid about Amazon, was it 14 or 20, something like that, either 14 to 20 bucks for this. Yeah, I know, like I got some cheaper-ish, but as I said, you know, I just really wanted to just do a whole OEM thing on this truck. And let's see if I could give y'all a closer look. Let's get this stand. And let's take a look, people. What we looking at? I'm giving y'all, let me see. I'll get it in there. And yeah, maybe you can't see with the light, but that's what we look like before. Let me put the new stick in here, right? Because when I pulled it out before, it wasn't even, it was no fluid. So now we should see some fluid. The stick got to be touching something. So you see where's that at cold? So it's right at the bottom. So it says full cold, like it could use some more or something. That's crazy, right? So it says bottom cold. So not quite sure. Well, I guess at that line it's full cold. So, and that's in hot. Right here it says add. So I'm gonna basically see what this is. Not sure if I'm gonna as I said, this is fresh. This is good power steering fluid. So look at it. It is clean. And so I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna reuse this. I think I should be good. I'm not gonna reuse that anyway. I'm dumping that. So if I need more, I'll just get another bottle, but I'm not sure. I'll have to drive it, let it get hot, and see how to check, really properly check. I never kind of like, you know how we check power steering fluid, we just check it cold or whatever, but I don't know. I'm gonna actually read up to really see is there like a super correct way to check power steering fluid, because you know everything got hot and cold on the stick. So I'm gonna see if there's a correct way to check the power steering fluid. So, all right, as I said, man, this was a short video. Gotta actually put the battery to charge on the charger. Yeah, you see, still got some oil, still got a little bit of cleaning up to do. What's next is basically swap out the transmission on the motor oil and the box Chevy. So as I said, I just wanted to bring y'all with me just on something light, you know what I mean? Nothing crazy, nothing intense. Just swapping out some fluid, waiting for a part for Renzo. He's on hold again, but he's still outside. And that's it. So if you're new to the channel, like for Michael S, you already know. Just did a quick power steering fluid swap on Renzel, part number 10-5074. Not sure if this is gonna work for everybody, but you know, everybody Escalade or whatever, but it is what it is. This is clear, so hopefully it does what it does, man. Hopefully I see the difference. Life for Mike LS. Catch y'all guys on the next video. Peace.